T minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Own it, own it, own it, Kong. I own it. It did.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
Boom, #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Now, before we get started, right? So I get here to the arena, and obviously I'm going to the back. As you guys know, Santana's been on the injury list, right? I go speak to John Laurinaitis. And I'm like, all right, what's the rundown for tonight? What are we doing? What's planned? You know, we had something that we wanted to plan, but obviously that didn't work in our favor. And I'm noticing that Santana is still not clear. And I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on. You know, the injury was not supposed to obviously last this long. But basically, like, I'm still, for the most part, like, according to talent relations, according to creative, according to John Laurinaitis, I even went to go speak to Stephanie about it. I tried to contact Vince. I didn't get any word or anything. I couldn't even talk to his lawyers. And apparently I'm still doing singles. And I really don't know, like, I'm trying to contact them now, to be honest, because if you don't know, like, when everything happened, Santana was approved to be back on schedule July the 11th, which is obviously today. So when I get back there and I'm putting my stuff up and I'm putting my gear, because, you know, obviously me and Santana, we don't always like ride together and stuff. So when we go to different cities, like sometimes she drives and I get on the plane. So I'm in the back and I'm like, okay, like what are we doing? Like, why is she still not medically cleared? And so then I meet up with Santana, right? And she finally gets to the arena. You know, I tell her what's going on and stuff. We go back. We're literally making our way to the office to do, you know, something. We're going to do something really big with Bayley, you know. We get attacked. Just blatantly attacked in the back. We have no idea what the hell is going on. So now, even though she was on the injury list and not medically cleared, now I'm not medically cleared either. So I'm gonna have to go. So unfortunately, you guys, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm really confused. I'm waiting. I'm trying to wait for TK to get into the chat. I don't know if she's here. But TK, if you're here, say something in the chat so that way, you know, I can, you know, they're not allowing us to be medically clear. Like, what do we do? Like, we have so much going on, and now there's rumors about this whole like Royal Rumble thing, right? Like fast forward, like they're saying that now Santana will possibly be out until Royal Rumble. So maybe we should just fast forward to the Royal Rumble. I don't know, because at this point I'm utterly confused. And I just want to, before we get everything started, shout out to everyone in the comments who's been, holding everything down with us and stuff. I'm checking comments now. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm not hearing anything back. I don't know if TK is actually aware of what's going on, but I'm confused, like utterly confused. But should we wait? Like, should we wait it out? Like, I really don't know. Like, you guys know, I literally was doing the post shows last week while Santana was on the injury list, and I haven't even spoken to Santana since we weren't clear. So now I'm trying to figure out, like, am I gonna have to go on a week of like not being here? Like WWT, like we pride ourselves in like working through injuries. We don't sleep. We eat. There's no sleep. There's like, I'm laughing because it's funny. It's funny, like not ha, but funny, funny, like weird. So I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know if I should just jump in and just get started with everything, even because, like I said, I'm not medically cleared to do this. Like, so if I do this, like, I'm really stepping over talent. Like, I'm stepping over creative. Like, and it's crazy. Like, and TK is normally in the chats, but I don't even know. Like, you guys, give me 1 minute. Like, I'm gonna see if TK can just hop in the chat really quick. Cause like, I mean, I don't want to step over, like Laurinaitis is saying stuff, Stephanie's saying stuff. Like, it's just like, I don't know. I don't like, I really don't like, I don't want to risk, like, I really like, I don't want to risk like losing my job. Like, you remember like when Naomi had like brought the Glow title? This is so similar because like, oh my god, like I don't even know. Like, I'm still waiting. I don't even think TK's like coherent at this point. No one's responding. I've been in the arena all day, just sitting in the back and fucking catering. It's so fucking nasty. It's so nasty back there, y'all. They don't do anything. I'm still waiting, though. I don't know. I'm still waiting on an update, you guys. But, it is the post show. So, I guess we can just see what's going on. Because I don't know. Like, honestly, it's so weird. But in other words, I mean, we did have an appearance, of course, from the lumberjack daddy himself, Brock Lesnar. And for the rest of the show, for this time, I'm going to do my UK accent because I can't play as American Nikki because obviously she is on the injury list with her partner and she's looking for her damn partner. So yeah, we had a really crazy interaction with the whole Brock Lesnar coming to Raw. And then, of course, Paul Heyman, he comes out and he says some crazy stuff about, Brock and, of course, Roman. And then, oh my God, to no surprise. Well, I don't really know if it's a surprise because if you really think about it, honestly, you know, well, you have money in the bank, you know, you have to have the money in the bank person, you know, come out, right? Um, and I don't know. I'm still looking for TK, by the way. But you guys realize that when you have a money in the bank holder, you have to really make sure that you are using them, right? Because they do nothing with the women. They do absolutely nothing with the women. So obviously, Theory comes out, has some words to say. He said he literally said he was gonna put his foot on the chest of either Brooke or Roman. And honestly, I mean, who the hell is this? Oh, um, obviously that did not end too well, but Theory goes on this whole thing about, you know, I didn't forget. I did not forget at all. And, you know, Roman and I mean Brooke and Theory obviously did their whole thing, and they showed the clip for Elimination Chamber, and then we see the Alpha Academy come around the corner, and they try to attack. They try to attack Roman. I mean, they try to attack Brooke. I don't know why the hell I'm getting them confused. Really quick though, I want to show off my nails. I got my nails done today. Um, I got my nails done because obviously we were, you know, the Salt Shakers, we planned to come back. So I wanted to do this whole like Money in the Bank aftermath, like yucky look. And I don't even know, like I said, like Santana is not even medically clear. So I don't know what's going on. Normally the CEO pops in and says some things, but I don't even know if she's aware of what is going on at this time. And honestly, I still haven't heard anything back. But thank you so much for seeing the nails. But back to, you know, oh, do I like this better? No. Wait. I don't know. Do y'all like this? do y'all do y'all like this? Or do you like this? I like this. Okay, we're gonna stick with this. Um but I mean honestly, he kind of power bombs, you know, Otis, and then he F5's him into the table. And I want to say this really clearly. With the years that Brock Lesnar has had in the arena, well, in the arena in WWE, he is so safe. If you watch how he is in the ring with everyone, he is so safe in the ring, and I really enjoy seeing him come and cause havoc, but still be so safe with everyone in the ring. And you know, we'll get a close up on this so you guys can see this man just laid out like a damn fool. I mean, honestly, like, look at Saxton's face. I mean, look at that idiot over there, Corey Graves. But look at Saxton. He has no idea what's going on. This man is planted like a damn pancake on the ground. And honestly, I have no idea, like, how can you even recover for something like that, you know? Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. One more time for Otis, please. You know, I really don't know what's gonna happen, because like I said, you never know when Brooke is planning havoc here, and I still don't think our CEO knows what the hell's going on. So I don't know what is going on here. Maybe so. But moving right along after this, you know, we did see a lot of things go on, and I'm so sad that you know, I'm really sad. Oh, Otis is flatlined. He really is. He looks like a flat ass pancake laying on the ground. Um this was very interesting. I really wish that Santana was actually medically cleared so she could talk about two of her favorite men. Um, honestly, for me, I'm not the biggest Damian Priest or Finn Balor fan, but it looks as if, oh, I just got word back. Oh my God, let me tell. Oh my God, you might want to see this. TK should be popping up shortly, but I wish my partner was medically cleared to do this. But it seems as though that they were trying to seem like they're trying to recruit this man, and the man is Dominic. Now, I've been saying this for weeks. When the hell is Dominic gonna get the hell away from his father, And obviously, it could actually happen sooner than later. I'm still waiting on the CEO, you guys. I really don't know what the hell is going on. But yeah, I really, really, really feel like there's gonna be something that happens that allows Dominic to maybe even turn on Ray. I really, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm begging. I'm literally begging TK at this point to come into the comments because she has no idea what the hell is going on. I've already scared her once with the attack. But then, of course, to no surprise, Finn Balor and Rey Mysterio, they end up having a match. And Finn gets the victory, obviously. And overall, I did not know this, but it was actually the first time that they've ever been in the ring together. So I don't honestly, it's a surprise. Joseph has a comment here. It feels like the Judgment Day is just there, since they were forced to turn on Edge. Oh my goodness. Face due to the injury of Cody Rhodes. Oh my God, my CEO is tripping out right now. Injury of Cody Rhodes. And speaking of Cody Rhodes, I think that he actually will be returning for Royal Rumble. So do we want to just fast forward to the Royal Rumble? I'm trying to make sure that our CEO is in the building, but I really don't know what the hell is going on here. I have no idea, honestly, but I guess we can just... Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys! I'm panicking here because I'm literally injured, and I don't know what the hell is going on. Oh my goodness! Our CEO finally came in. Oh my goodness! So apparently, we talked to John Laurinaitis a little earlier, and we've both been put on the injury list, and Santana has literally run out of the arena. I have no idea where the hell she is. And so I think since you're here, TK, honestly, I think we need to just fast forward 6 to 8 months to Royal Rumble. What do you say? What do you say? I don't know. I'm so flabbergasted. Does anybody in the back have a countdown? Do we have a Royal Rumble countdown, please? Oh my goodness. Shit.
I am here. I am back. It is a miracle that I could be coming in today, despite being attacked on my way. And I don't way inside the arena, trying to do something big for Bailey, and boom, we get attacked by two masked people dressed in all black. We don't know who they are, don't know why they chose to attack us or anything of that nature, but they did. And I just felt like I haven't been here a whole 6 to 8 months.
Oh my goodness.
And I finally come back and I get attacked for no reason. And we still don't know who did it. We have absolutely no idea who decided that they wanted to attack us. We don't know. By no means necessary.
No means.
Whoever it is that attacked us, best believe the truth is going to come out.
Mm.
And when we find you, that's going to be it. Just so you know that.
I can't even. I'm trying to get my thoughts together. Welcome back. Honestly, I thought that we would be doing this a little early. I see you've included Shakira and J-Lo, the culture vulture herself, on this path. And listen, what do you think about your boys here?
I mean, well,
Do you think he's gonna?
I support my men. I support my man, but I mean, it's like all three of them in there, Damien, Finn, and Ray. Like, I like all three of them, and I hate that they are in this feud together. But I honestly feel like maybe this could be the way to get Dominic to separate from his dad. To be honest,
Do you think it's gonna happen?
it's possible. He seems like he could be like maybe a little bit of easily influenced. Yeah. And maybe this could be a way to kind of add this extra member with them, with Rhea being inept and, not there at the time because she's injured. Yeah. But I think it'll also be cool to see Dominic as a heel, see Dominic, lose all these bright colors that he normally wears and stuff like that, and actually be a little, I would say, more so like kind of have a mind of his own outside of being up under his dad all the time. Being in a tag together, like being injured together, getting new knees together. Yeah. Like, I like it. At some point, you got to be able to have your own identity.
Definitely. Well, for them, you said what?
And sometimes I think he doesn't.
I don't think he does either. But we're gonna run through some of these men really quick. Miz obviously had his guest Ciampa on the show, after what happened and transpired last week. I that's a daddy right there. Ooh.
That was good.
Thank you for this picture. Of course, AJ Styles and Ezekiel come out and they have some things to say. And Joseph says, I can see it possibly at SummerSlam. And this is regarding Dominic turning. We do need those old blank moments. Oh, you can cuss in here. This is Twitch. Outside of Last Man Standing. Oh, yeah, you can definitely cuss in here, Joseph. Unless you're just conservative and you don't want to cuss.
Oh, Joseph is not conservative. Joseph has cursed in here before. He's cursed in here before.
Now, y'all know how WWE does. And tonight was, listen, I'm very happy to have my tag team partner back on a night like this because tonight was the night of tag teams, period. Mm-hmm. You saw, if you watched the news earlier, Blue Magic came on and talked about Dawkins and, Street Profits and their importance, and also, them possibly having a singles run, but also people not appreciating Dawkins. And I thought it was very, very good to say that. And then he also talked about the importance of having tag teams too. So make sure you go back and watch that on the news as well. Some very interesting things. Of course, they had a match. She said we are tired. Said we are tired. Santana, let these people know who won this match.
Well, technically, it actually ended in a disqualification because as AJ was trying to go for the pin for on the Miz, Ciampa was not having it. So he literally attacked AJ Styles during the match, and it became a disqualification. Mm-hmm. And so leading to AJ and Ezekiel actually winning this match. It was quite interesting to see how, although Ezekiel started out having his feud with Kevin Owens, he manages to find his way into other feuds. They are really, really utilizing him a lot, to be honest. They really are. And it's just like, well, I guess keep him busy, until we find out who the hell Elroy is. Because, we're supposed to have that match, but I guess whenever Kevin comes back from his injury or whatever, then maybe we'll figure out what this match could be, or who Elroy could be or whatever. I don't know.
And TK, if you're in here, you're going to love this. Of course, Kevin Owens is a fellow Canadian. So here at Women's Wrestling Talk, he also hates Texas. Yeah, he does. I don't know why, but I don't. It's kind of hard not to like Texas, but
he got beat up in Texas, so
he did by a Texas rattlesnake.
He did.
Oh Lord. But yes, here at Women's Wrestling Talk, we send our condolences and hope for a speedy recovery with Kevin Owens and anyone on the injury list. That does include Rhea Ripley as well, because we know we saw her with her heart monitor as well, which is so crazy because she's so young and everything. But within everyone, even over, and I know this is WWE, but even over to the talent at AEW, there's a lot of injuries over there as well. So we also had, the Logan Paul return next week. This graphic is really cool. No lie. I don't really care about his return, but kind of like a bird.
I'm like an idiot.
Oh shit.
I do not like that man. By no means necessary. I do not like that man.
I don't know. I just think it's funny how people are giving him a lot of heat. Well, people aren't giving him as much heat as they are with Gable Stevenson. Now I know they have two separate incidents going on, but it does seem like I see in the discords and stuff that I belong to, or that we belong to, I see a lot of praise for Paul Logan, and then people say that, Gable Stevenson. What are you laughing at?
It's you calling his name backwards.
Oh, whatever his fucking name. Let me see this shit one more time. So I know. I call him Paul Logan every time. I gotta get that embedded in my head. Well, I heard it out.
Oh my god!
But take this on, honey. I don't know what he coming to do. Now, this segment right here, okay.
When you do Total Bellas live, a live watching of Total Bellas.
Who's doing that?
Somebody on Instagram tweeted that. Sent that in a DM, child.
To us?
Those for you. I mean, TK just sent it to us, but it's technically they want you to see if you can do the live watch for Total Bellas.
Me?
Yeah.
They asked for me specifically.
Go in the chat and see. As Nikki looks for the request that she has been brought upon, we do have the Undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship taking place at SummerSlam. The Usos versus the Street Profits with this mystery guest referee. We don't necessarily know who it's going to be, but I think we probably will find out at SummerSlam. Mind you, I thought maybe it could have been somebody that came out tonight, which I honestly would have not been upset about. But let's dive into it. So, of course, tonight we had it was supposed to be an Angelo Dawkins versus Jimmy Uso. Fortunately, it didn't turn out that way. The Usos came out. We will have a start. They didn't ask for me? All right. They did not ask for me.
Y'all have no idea how much shit goes on when we're doing shows.
How did I get put in this?
It's ridiculous. Maybe we'll have
for Nikki to do that. We would have a start time for y'all. Okay, so you would have a start time. We would have a start time for Nikki to do the live Total Bellas.
They like on their show?
I don't know. I guess on here basically. So like you'll do like a live watching of the Total Bellas on
I don't know. Lord,
tag team. TK, you don't understand. I do not like the Bella Twins
at all.
Don't get me wrong. I have watched their show.
I literally just started watching too.
I've seen all their seasons, to be honest. From season 1. Oh Lord. I mean, I don't mind it because John Cena's on there, so I probably will watch it for him.
I literally just started that like last week. Honestly, it's so crazy. But yeah, I thought this was a good segment though.
It was a funny ass segment. We got Street Profits and Usos inside the ring talking about, of course, we know what happened at Money in the Bank, where Montez's shoulder was up as he was pinned. And this is really much more so keeping the storyline or keeping the story between these four continue to go all the way up to SummerSlam, where hopefully we're crowned new tag team champions. And so, I mean, they want to smoke, all this and that, but we get an unexpected guest from none other than R-Truth, who comes out.
When I say
and everything like that.
Hold on.
See, look. Wow, I told her about us watching on with Nikki. That would be fun. Thanks, CK. Took a minute to realize we were going back to season 1. They want Nikki. I would sit back here. I'll tell you that much. But we got like
everything though. R-Truth is now an officiant, a referee,
a lawyer,
Uncle Sam.
This man is a mechanic. He can do anything, and as of right now, we know of.
He's a rapper too.
He's a rapper. He's a dancer. He's also a master of tag team togetherness. So, meaning that he has his tag team counselor certification. Basically, he came out there to try to make sure that everybody can get along. And unfortunately, that did not turn out that way because he was referred to as a clown ass.
Don't.
No, he didn't. They didn't say all that.
No.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Right.
No, I wasn't thinking that.
This is not payback.
What are you talking about? I was not going to be talking about him. I was not even thinking about him. No. Well, that's you, because he's a bum ass. Anyway, and also he's a referee too. So meaning that he was going to try to be a referee for this match. He tried to show them how he slides to the 1, 2, 3, how he does his countouts, disqualifications, charge, flag on the play. He's an all around ref. R-Truth. He can call a match as well as call a football game or a basketball game, maybe even soccer, maybe even bowling, maybe even tennis. Tennis, they don't have referees, but track, all that good stuff.
No, they do.
They do.
Well, the guy that's in the middle, that there's somebody that calls and gets there's people that get the balls, and there's other people. There's someone that stands and they yell something. I think. Don't quote me though.
Don't pay attention to them.
I used to watch this.
So, even though all of this transpired, R-Truth felt offended by what Duso said to him, and so he was like, since I'm a clown ass, let's go ahead right now. You want to see a clown? You want to see a clown ass fight? Then let's do it. He took off his shirt. Well, he tried to get out that referee shirt. Montez had to assist him with that. Because obviously that was a extra small shirt that he was wearing in the kids section or something. But I guess. But Omos came out and they made this a 6-man tag match where you had R-Truth and the Street Profits versus the Usos and Omos, which Omos and the Usos ended up getting the win. And I mean, this match, I thoroughly enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy this segment a lot more because it's not that often that we really get to see R-Truth really be in his character, really being in his mold, and just be all around funny. The whole segment was hilarious, and I would love to see more R-Truth. I wouldn't even mind him being the special mystery referee in this match, but I know it's not going to be him. So, I mean, I'm fairly excited to see who could really be the mystery referee for the Usos and the Street Profits at SummerSlam. But I know
Roman.
If we don't find out next week, then maybe we'll find out at SummerSlam, which I hope we will find out at SummerSlam.
I feel like it's Roman, but I also feel like there could be
Solo. Some people think it's Solo Sequoia, the Usos.
Oh, that could also be it. It is good to see like 6 men of color in the ring consistently. Like I say this, you know, the Usos, I know for some they do belong to the community, you know, for some. And even for me, I forget sometimes that they're not of black ancestry. They might be, but it is good to see this picture alone and even the referee, you know, like it's good to see men of color being represented in a company that has been known to not represent, you know, for a long time. So I always love these moments, and I genuinely am starting to love the feud even more between the Street Profits and the Usos. You know, now that the New Day have kind of, you know, moved to SmackDown, they're doing different things now. So it's really good to see. Honestly.
Could you imagine like a triple threat match between the Usos, Street Profits, and the New Day?
I think it would only be good for me if it was a tornado tag. I don't like when you have more than one tag and then I hate that. Like there's 4 teams and then there's like no, like it needs to be a tornado tag, everybody just beating the hell out of each other. And then even like it would be nice for them to each get like, okay, like the New Day has 3 people.
Yeah.
So it would be fun if they were to pick, like, if the Usos pick, let's say, Sami Zayn, or if the Street Profits pick R-Truth, and then they had like 9 men in the ring. You know, Joseph says I could see it being Sami Zayn. The table's behind. That's true too, because I didn't even think about that.
That's true.
But yeah, moving along, honey. Main event for the men. Nothing too spectacular, honestly. I mean, besides what transpired, but the match itself, you know, it was. These are 4 of the most talented men on Raw right now. Honestly, all of them are on a totally different path. Of course, with Seth, I mean, he's been on such a roll, you know, from the beginning of his career, but lately it's just been even amazing. And then you have Bobby Lashley, who just became champion, Riddle, who has stayed one of the fan favorites in the past year, and then of course your Money in the Bank Theory, who surprisingly was the last entry and doing his thing. You know, before that, we did see a really funny interaction between Riddle and Bobby Lashley. I thought was hilarious. And then, of course, we see an interview with Seth and Theory, who have worked together before. So it's really good to see.
Disciples and stuff.
Disciple. It's really good to see them, you know, be able to have their match. Of course, Santana's going to let us know who won this match, because I'm going to be honest, I have no idea because I was setting up stuff. So...
Well, within this match here, I mean, it was fairly good. I mean, Bobby Lashley, you have someone who's like a powerhouse, a monster. Then you got someone of like a characteristic of a character like Seth. And it was nice to see Theory and Seth being a tag, you know, after all these years and so on and so forth. And then you got Riddle. Like, Riddle has really been on his game since, you know, Randy has been out of action due to injury. Like, he's really been like, really been getting pushed to the top in some kind of way and manages to stay relevant, you know. So I mean, with these 4 competitors, they all have an issue with each other. I mean, Riddle and Seth, Austin and Theory and Bobby, of course, because we know that Bobby Lashley will be defending his title against Theory at SummerSlam. But what really threw me off was the fact that with Dolph Ziggler dressed as a man in black, as like I said, came out here And I really didn't understand why Ziggler was out here. I don't think nobody really understood why Ziggler was out here. I didn't even know. But he was there. And I mean, he came out there, he sat there, and he watched the match. Who ended up winning was Riddle, and Bobby ended up winning. Why you got your
Because Santana, because TK is over here promoting this Total Bellas already watch along. And she know I don't even know how to I don't even know how to pull it up to watch it live, Lord.
Child, I mean, yeah. Well, all I can say is have fun. I think you do a great job. I tell you that much. But she said she's gonna make it a tag team thing. I guess I don't know. I guess because the Bella twins are a tag, and here we are.
Twins.
But we look nothing alike. Although people say we can be fraternal twins. Although, I don't want to be a Taurus.
They're Scorpios. What do you mean?
Oh, but see, I was talking about like real life zodiac. I don't want to be that either. Why would I want to be that? Why would I want to be that? No, I don't want to be the center of attention. But we got Dolph Ziggler here and so on and so forth. And of course, towards after the match, I mean, he attacked Theory, so I don't really know exactly what his issue is going to be with Theory, like why he attacked him. Nobody really knows. Is he going to challenge us for his Money in the Bank briefcase, like kind of like what the Miz did with Otis? I don't really know, but he super kicked the hell out of Theory, and now Theory is laid out there like a Chucky doll, who's about to be summoned again. I don't know, but that was pretty much all that took place with the men. There really was. Is this going to be like the male Becky when he goes, I should have been Money in the Bank, and he whines? I don't know. I mean, because he whined like years ago about being in, different title pictures and stuff like that, and coming out to different people's theme musics and then not having any theme music and all of that good stuff. So honestly, I don't know, but I'm interested to see how this is going to transpire and how will he respond next week in regards to his actions with Theory. Like, does this make him a heel or does it make him a face? Like, what? I don't really know where he lies in with this.
Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
What if he takes the Money in the Bank away from Dolph, like Miz did Otis?
That's what I was saying. Yeah, like I mean, it could happen that way.
Oh,
I mean, it could happen that way if he did do that. I honestly wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't. I would love to see Ziggler do a cash in and become champion. I would love it just for the hell of it because it's Dolph Ziggler. He's an amazing talent. You can't take that away from him. He's one of the best sellers that I've ever seen in my entire life. And Ziggler, he's extremely talented. I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, Ziggler's going to get this 856,000 push. And they're like, who gives a damn? Who cares? We haven't seen this man get really much of a big push in a very, very long time. So what is the issue now? I don't understand it.
I don't either. With that being said, before we move on to the women, Ms. and Mrs. new episode came on tonight. We will be doing not a watch along like Total Bellas, but we will be doing a recap from tonight's episode. We will be doing it tomorrow, 11:30 Central. So make sure you check that out. But let's move on to the women before we get out of here, of course. Now, of course, there will be Bobby versus Theory at SummerSlam live here in Nashville, Tennessee, Nissan Stadium for the United States Championship. And this is a rematch. Now, of course, they don't do the whole rematch clause anymore, but, everybody gets an exception, I guess. I don't know what's going to happen with this, but if you want to know what we think, okay, we will be doing I think it's on the 24th, would be our take-home episode for Slam. No, actually, correction, 25th. We will be doing a take-home episode, and then we will also have a post show live here in Nashville, Tennessee, actually, on that Saturday. So a lot going on that week. We will also have GCW that week. We'll be there, and then so be sure to tune in to that. But let's get into the women, okay? Now, at first, I didn't really understand why we were getting Bliss and Asuka, who are former SmackDown and Raw Women's Champions, former tag team champions separately, to their respective partners. Of course, one being Nikki Ash for Alexa Bliss. They were facing off with Doudrop and Nikki Ash. And, at first I'm like, okay, this is to kind of build Doudrop and Nikki Ash and give them the win.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, was I lied to. Because it was Bliss and Asuka that got the victory. Now, I don't know if this just kind of builds them into maybe number one contenders. Bliss said, last week that she was ready to get herself back into the mold of the championship. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people have been wondering, where the tag team championships is at in third. I don't think we're ever getting them, honestly. I know there have been rumors and speculations that there will actually be a tag team tournament leading up to Slammiversary, but we're only 2 weeks away now. Anything can happen. Of course, we've seen it in the WWE. What the hell was that?
You said Slammiversary.
Oh, SummerSlam.
Your mind to get off Impact, Nikki.
This is what happens when you Mickey James to the game and you go on Raw, and then
because here's the thing though, Nikki did get attacked earlier. She does have a small minor situation going on with her head, so
it's hurting so freaking bad, dude.
Like we're still here, not clear, but we're doing this show, because we're being.
I don't know why we're not even medically cleared. It's so weird.
I don't either. Like,
so weird.
I can tell you who's never going to be medically cleared. Those people who attacked us. How about that?
Yeah. Our responses were hilarious. Polar opposites.
It was. Whoever did this, I promise you, you're going to pay.
And I'm like, guys. Oh my God, we got attacked.
Apparently we just got tagged in the arena. It's like, oh my God, I don't know. We're not medically cleared. It's like, you're so calm. And I'm like, whoever did this, I promise you, you're going to pay.
I don't know. First day back.
I know that I am the aggressor. And Nikki's just like, okay, listen, relax.
I'm a heel, but I'm a shady heel.
Nikki doesn't show any emotions, but me, immediately.
I really don't. That's crazy.
Going to the room, opening the damn door, not even knocking.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? Okay, having an office. Joseph says they would have to do something with the women's tag team championship sooner rather than later. As long as somebody is on Raw, these two women won't touch that women's championship for a while. Either Becky or Bianca. I don't know. I will say this. I think those tag team championships have been retired. And I think it's going to go down as one of the biggest mysteries in women's wrestling history, but in WWE history. I don't think we'll ever see those tag team championships. Sasha Banks is the reason behind a lot of the involvement of the tag team championships. And since she's currently not here, I don't think they give a damn. I think they were just honestly I think Petey Williams, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Ari Daivari. I'm not sure. One of them were behind producing the tag match for SmackDown now for the women. Now, if you remember, Lacey and Aaliyah came out and were shown, and then there was no match. Mm-hmm. So that left Shayna and Shotzi on the back burner, which I don't agree with that. I think that was just so, it was booked horribly. I think that was just the worst thing that you can do is when you say you're having a match and then, oh, he's talking about Becky Lynch.
Well,
when
we definitely gonna get into her in a minute.
That's true. When you're booking the women, and even not even just the women, just period. When you book and advertise a tag match and then there's only 2 people that benefit, it's terrible. At least with this match, and I don't know who's producing it. I know shout out the Female Locker Room too on Instagram. They do. I know when I've been in close contact with them, about our reels and stuff. And when I post our reels, sometimes they share them and stuff. And so I really appreciate that. And then they also, they're one of the few that keep us updated with everything that goes on behind the scenes, whether they get it from Fightful, whether they get it wherever. And then probably tomorrow they will tell us who produced these matches. But with this match specifically, I thought Alexa Bliss, Asuka taking the win, and then Doudrop and Nikki Ash, taking the loss, could have been flipped, but at least they were able to showcase their talent. Because like I say, I think Doudrop is definitely championship material. And she's been a champion before. She knows how this runs. And I think all of them have been champions before, whether it be NXT or tag. Well, all of them have been world champions. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
Doudrop was NXT UK, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Nikki Ash held NXT, right? Or did she? Yeah. No?
No, Nikki never held NXT. She held the Raw Women's title.
Correct. Right. I know I was tripping there. And then, because I don't know why, but I'm always putting Nikki in there where Amber Moon had dropped the title, but it wasn't like that. Asuka gave her the title and all that, but not gave her the title, but yeah, I'm talking about Ari Daivari. I know Ari and Curtis.
Well, I saw Curtis Axel out being a producer like last month though.
Yeah.
So unless they let him go again, but he was there the last time I saw him.
Yeah, he was a producer. Yeah.
No, I'm saying like he said that he know that they were let go as producers. Recently, Curtis Axel was there from what I saw. He came out there. I think it was on a Raw when he had came out there. And
let me check the source because I got it from. I could be saying his name wrong.
We didn't have a match, Lacey. We could have had a match, and Lacey's turn still. Yeah, it could have happened. Like they could have, like Shotzi and Shayna could have got the win over Lacey.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was not Ari Daivari. It was Sean Daivari that produced that match.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Daivari. Ari Daivari is wrestling on the Indies, so I totally butched that. But yeah, it was Sean Daivari.
With like the Shotzi and Shayna and Lacey and Aaliyah could have still had the match, and like you said, Joe, so Lacey still could have turned. Yeah. But I feel like Shayna and Shotzi should have won that match, and then Lacey turned on Aaliyah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or just turn, period.
I just don't like how it just benefited. It just benefited Lacey and Aaliyah, even though it didn't benefit Aaliyah as much. She was still in the ring and she was still being shown. They could have at least cut to the back to say Shotzi, like Shayna and Shotzi, or have them saying like, this is bullshit. Like, why are we being left on the, shit end of the stick? Unless they're about to do something with them, and that makes sense. But if you look at it, in the last episodes, we have Asuka and Bliss. Asuka and Bliss. We've been having Doudrop and Nikki. We have Shayna and Shotzi, who was supposed to be a tag. Of course, Aaliyah and Lacey, no involvement. Why are we not having at least like contender matches or at least like building? And at one point in time, it's funny because it was like we were having this conversation about AEW, but now they're building this whole Tay Conti and Ruby Soho feud without a title. And there's other feuds being built without a title. Layla Gray has been introduced as a baddie. Red Velvet is on the back end. That's going to be something when she comes back. It's almost like the roles have swapped. And I know that we give a lot of credit to WWE for doing certain things with the women's division, but then there's still it's like a weight almost because you're forgetting about some of your top stars like a Shayna Baszler, like one of the greatest champions. I'm not even going to say just NXT, one of the greatest and most dominating champions we've had in the past 5 to 6 years. And for me, it just Shayna's always getting the bad, like the shit end of the stick, and so it just when I see this, I'm happy for Bliss and I'm happy for Asuka, and that's great. But it could have been Nikki and Doudrop as the team with the matching gear getting the win, and I think booking purposes, I don't think that this should have went down in the way it did, but.
No, it shouldn't have. But I mean, it did. I thought maybe Nikki and Doudrop would have won. I mean, it's kind of sucky that they're in a tag, but they're not really, and they're like actually being treated as a tag. But because since Nikki kind of been by herself from the whole Rhea thing, and she's kind of been with Doudrop, and I thought maybe this would be a way to kind of like get rid of the superhero gimmick or supervillain gimmick, whatever they want to call it. Like, get rid of it and really like change her back or find something else for her to acquire, something like that nature. But it seems as if like they're not going to let that go. And then they're honestly at this time, I mean, they're literally the only tag team we have, if we're being honest.
Yeah,
that's been together for a while now. They're literally like the only one. Everybody else has just been put in a tag just to say that they're utilizing their women.
And there it is.
So.
We also had, last but not least, of course, we like to save our champions for last here, especially if you are the EST, Bianca Belair. And listen, Santana, you haven't done it in a while, so you got to do it one time before we get out of here. Who is Bianca Belair?
I mean, if you don't know who the roughest, the toughest, the quickest, the strongest, the fastest, the best, the greatest, the EST of WWE, your Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair, I mean, what can you say?
One of the best, most athletic talents in the face of WWE over a span of however long WWE has been existing. Literally, one of the most talented athletes that we've had. It was really good though to see the KOD get reversed in the way that it did by Carmella. That was sick. But before we get into their match, of course, for the 4-horsewoman herself, Becky Lynch, who has been holding it down. I gotta give Becky props because Charlotte's out, Sasha's out, and Bayley's out. Becky is the only 4-horsewoman that, and I don't think it's ever been like this. I don't think we've ever just had one 4-horsewoman. I think we've always at least had 3, and then the minimum has been 2. The whole pandemic era, we at least had Bayley and Sasha, and then we had Charlotte for some time. Becky was out. Even when Becky was in, Charlotte was out, and then they were back together. Then Sasha was out. Bayley and Charlotte, So for me, I thought that this was very important that Becky has reached a different level. Like I've always said that Charlotte left the pack. I'm starting to think that Becky is right there with her, especially with this gimmick. This jacket, this look, this attire, the mic skills, the ability is just, she continues to get better and better and better. And it's almost like her and Seth have become so, like it's almost like Seth is rubbing off on her. Like ever since that crazy turn, ever since that, I just think she's on a new era. But she had a lot to say. And she says that she felt like that the Money in the Bank is like lottery. And then she says that she doesn't feel like she should have to do what Bianca did and go back to the bottom of the barrel and climb her way up. She wants her opportunity, and she wants it now.
Mm-hmm.
But will she get that opportunity is the question, because SummerSlam is just around the corner. I almost said it again.
You
And
did.
with that being said, especially with the results of what happened tonight, obviously, I mean, she didn't win, the title, but Carmella does win the match. She gets counted out because Bianca is allowing Becky to now be a distraction. And that's a problem, because we all know that once you get into someone's head, that's worse than being able to physically take them down. If you can take someone's mental and distract them, now we have a problem. And I believe that we're going to have a contenders match or something, We know that Natty and Liv are going to have a contenders match on Friday, but obviously Carmella gets the victory, but doesn't get the title, of course. Standing on Bianca Belair. I mean, it almost looked as though that Bianca was going to turn heel. What are your thoughts?
Well, I was going to say, can you turn heel on a heel? But then again, I got to realize Becky did it to Charlotte. So, I know a lot of people, are looking for a Bianca to go heel. I would love to see heel Bianca. I really do. But I feel like Bianca is so over. There's so many little girls who are always coming to the show dressed like her, ponytails, whatever it is. They're always like dressed exactly like her in somehow, some way. I think if Bianca is to go heel, I don't necessarily know how the kids would react to it. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like at some point Bianca will go heel if she wanted to. I feel like, and honestly, I feel like she doesn't necessarily really have to go heel. I feel like she can just be a tweener. I feel like she can be one of those likable baby faces, kind of like how Randy Orton is. Randy Orton can be a baby face, but he can also still be vicious in the ring. He can also do some very dangerous things, and some things just make you kind of cringe when he does some hurtful things to people. I feel like Bianca can do the same thing, like how she was with Becky when she cut Becky's hair off. And a lot of people thought that, oh, this is gonna be a time when Bianca goes heel. Like, you don't understand. Even as a baby face, like Bianca, even looking at someone like her, she can still give you a little bit of that aggressiveness that maybe a Liv Morgan can. She might can, but I mean, let's be honest. Are we really gonna take this serious? People may like it and thoroughly enjoy it, but when you look at Bianca and the way she was cutting Becky's hair, you think like, oh damn, is Bianca finna go heel? Like, is Bianca finna be like turn it up a notch? And I mean, you have somebody who's like a loud mouth screaming like Carmella. You can't take much away from the girl because she does her job. She really does. And this match here, honestly, I will say was a lot better than their Money in the Bank match. I think their Money in the Bank match was really good, but I feel like here tonight, it was really more so the focus on them. Despite having Corey Graves' loudmouth ass just being in the background per usual, whining and complaining or whatever. But I'm thoroughly enjoying this, and maybe, of course, Becky's gonna find her way to insert herself, and I just feel as if like maybe this could be a triple threat match that comes up for SummerSlam, if they do a contenders match. I mean, right now this is really just how it all started a year ago, where it was Bianca and Carmella at SummerSlam, and then Becky comes out, and now here we are again, full circle. Same three people that were supposed to be in the triple were supposed to have something going on at SummerSlam last year. We're back at it again. is literally where it all began, where Bianca came off the heels of WrestleMania, won the title, could retain her title at WrestleMania Backlash, Hell in a Cell, Money in the Bank. Back here at SummerSlam, where she thought she was going to be facing Sasha Banks, didn't turn out that way. She got Carmella. Thought she was going to be facing Carmella. She was really prepared. I was like, okay, I'm used to facing this girl. I know what I'm getting myself into. Boom. Here comes Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch takes out Carmella out the match, and then boom. Now we have Becky and Bianca. 26 seconds. This is where Bianca had to start all the way to the bottom again to work her way back up. Even though she had multiple chances to try to win that title back from Becky, it didn't turn out that way. And I mean, it's really just full circle. We're back here again where it originally started. This is how we got your Becky and Bianca, with Carmella being in the middle right now.
Yeah, and I think, I normally am like, Bianca, I normally say, like, so what scares me the most about Bianca is they build her like Charlotte. And so as a fan, I'm like, Bianca could lose at any moment. Same with Charlotte. Charlotte loses at any moment, right? But we're in Tennessee. My home state, Bianca's home state. It would be
a riot
if she loses.
A fucking riot.
And I know a lot of fans love Becky, period. But Bianca Belair belongs to Tennessee. Now, and I'm not, fuck that. Bianca Belair belongs to Tennessee. Okay, if you don't know that, then you need to know that, okay? We are in the same field, the same stadium as the Tennessee Titans. It would be dumb for them to pull the trigger on her now. The thing is, there has to be at least one 4-horsewoman that pops up. I don't think it's going to be Charlotte. I think it's going to be Bayley. But I do believe... You said what?
So, it'd be real interesting.
What?
Is if, like, I know we got this whole Sasha and Naomi thing going on. It'll be real interesting if either one of them showed up.
Sasha would make more sense because obviously she has a feud with Bianca. From what I'm seeing from the interaction with Naomi, I think it would be Sasha more. But if Charlotte, Bayley, Sasha, or Naomi show up, I would not be mad at all. But I do think that on the top of that list is definitely Bayley. I do think so. I think Bayley, honestly, they need to run it back. Honestly, they have to. And even if it's after the match, if Bayley comes in and costs Becky, or because I'm going to be honest, I do see Bayley going to Raw. I really do. She's a free agent. I think it's pretty clear that SmackDown is Flair country. Let's just be honest. I don't give a damn who your champion is. I don't give a fuck about Ronda Rousey and Natty. I love you to death. We all know that blue brand belongs to Charlotte Flair, whether she's here or not. And I don't know if they're gonna let Liv continue her reign. I really don't know. I don't think so. I think it could go back in the hands of Ronda. But with that being said, I do believe that there's going to be a time at SummerSlam where we possibly could see this SummerSlam have 2 returns and 2 major women's returns. Could be wrong. I won't be upset. I kind of only want Charlotte to come back. I know she's going to be in Nashville because Ric Flair's last match. That's pretty prevalent. Bayley's going to be snooping around somewhere. But Bianca's one of those wild cards where she could literally have a feud with all 4 of those women. I can't say that for Liv because the only person that I feel like Liv could actually have the feud with, and I'm not even being biased, with those 4 women that we just named to return, Sasha, Naomi, Bayley, and Charlotte, it would have to be Charlotte, because you can put Liv in a storyline with Charlotte Flair and make it to be like, you're my toughest challenge thus far, this, that, third. Or you can just piss everybody off, put Ronda back on the championship, have Charlotte come back. But then it's just, I don't know. That's why I honestly feel like they're both gonna like. I feel like they're both at this point are going to have to retain. Even with Liv, I feel like Liv is going to have to prove people like me wrong. And what way to do it? Like with Carmella went with her SmackDown Women's Championship reign for a while. She got her cash in. She won at Backlash. She didn't win at SummerSlam, but she stayed prevalent. And I think that with these returns, like Bayley and Charlotte are at a cuff. More so Bayley than anything. Bayley's like literally on the edge of the mountain at this point. So I don't know. But we will have all of the SummerSlam predictions on July 25th. We are only 2 weeks technically from Saturday away from SummerSlam. I almost said it. I really did.
Also had said, what scares me is that people won't remember this reign good for Bianca. She won at Mania, wasn't on Backlash or Hell in a Cell, became a triple threat with Becky and Asuka after the walkout. Money in the Bank was supposed to defend versus Rhea, but it was Carmella. Not one title defense was what it should have been in the first place.
And that's why I probably go longer, honestly.
This is true. I mean, but you really can't, you can't really, it's not really her fault. Things happen, booking happens, and stuff like that. And I mean, it's not really much you can really do. But she's only thing Bianca can do is go out there and do her part. And that is be champion, defend her title as much as possible against whoever it is. I mean, I feel like with this SummerSlam that's coming up, I mean, Bianca's back at where she lost her title at. Back at SummerSlam, holding the title, this time the Raw Women's Championship. Who knows if what's going to transpire within this match? If they do have it as a triple threat match with Carmella and Becky being involved somehow, some way. I mean, who knows though? You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's kind of difficult to predict what could really transpire. It really is for Bianca. All I would like for her to do is still be champion once SummerSlam is over. I hope nobody comes out and we have a whole cycle of what happened last year. We don't need that. We need Bianca to actually have a decent title defense against Carmella and Becky if it does end up in a triple threat match, which it probably will be. It probably will be a triple threat match, to be honest.
I don't know. I'm honestly more curious to see what happens with the SmackDown. Like, if Natty doesn't win and Liv beats her, this is just me. I think that Liv's gonna still hold the title, but I don't think it's gonna be because that she actually beat Ronda. I think it's gonna be a disqualification, or someone's gonna get disqualified, or something's gonna happen because
I mean, it has to be something that at least they can try to protect Liv from losing their title.
Yeah, because honestly, they had the most entertaining segment on SmackDown, if we're being honest. And
10 seconds.
You said what?
Let her lose in 10 seconds.
That? They don't want that.
Leave a roll up.
They don't want that. They don't want that because I'm telling you.
Can you imagine the laughter that is going to transpire?
I'm trying to be nice because I've been dealing with trolls since the whole Liv Morgan thing. I'm trying to be nice, and I'm trying to be.
Yeah, I don't care. They can come to me.
I'm trying. Obviously, I'm trying to still. I'm paying attention to Liv way more than I'm ever paid attention to her in her career because she's holding a championship that has been made prevalent by a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And to me, and I'm going to be honest, the Raw Championship is not as great as the SmackDown Women's Championship. That's always been my opinion. I think I've always thought that the SmackDown Women's Championship had a little more camaraderie, in my opinion. I thought the Raw Women's Championship was cool, but the blue brand for a long time was about the athleticism, was about character, was about having a pure wrestling show. Mm-hmm. So I am curious to see what happens. But with that being said, you guys, that was the post show for Monday Night Raw. All things Monday Night Raw. We will be back tomorrow, 11:30 for Ms. and Mrs. of course, and then we do have Dish and Indies that will be on tomorrow as well, and then of course 5 p.m. you guys every day, every day, Monday through Thursday. Well, yeah, Monday through Thursday. There is the news that comes on. You can feature some very, very interesting characters like Kane McCoy. I hope he's watching, but I'm sure he's not. Blue Magic's on there. Mimi on there from the Wrestling Chic. Oh my gosh.
I can't wait to see what this group chat gonna be like.
TK says I don't, and TK says she doesn't make us do stuff. Isn't that crazy?
Listen, she put on Twitter and said that Tola Bella's watching on Coming Soon with Nikki. She didn't even tag me.
It's hilarious. Listen, I'm ready. She
didn't tag me.
I'm up for the with that being said, on Tuesday it's Dish and Indies, and then of course Ms. and Mrs. Wednesday we have Dynamite Dolls, but Mika will be out, so I will be in. We will start now. It will be me and Al again. Okay, one half of the Salt Shakkas, the other half of the Dynamite Dolls. We will be stepping in a little later because y'all know I have a job, like a 3 to 11. So I will be ready and prepared at 11:30. I'm gonna let Al run the show, and I'm not even gonna lie. I'm super excited to see what happens tomorrow because I have no idea. Also, I know a lot of my glam babes were looking for the show on Sunday. We were having some technical difficulties with everything, so we have canceled that show for this week, but we will resume next week and we'll get to that. But Thursday, I believe there actually will be a Creep Squad episode, so make sure you check that out. Before that, there will be NXT and NXT UK recap, and then of course closure night out with the Salt Shakers, Impact Wrestling. It's going to be a great show. I'm actually going to the taping for Saturday, so I'm super excited about that. Can't wait. I have it all planned out. Can't wait. And then on Friday, Santana will be back. AEW Rampage and SmackDown post show. And then, of course, on Saturday, we don't have any shows. So go check out our recent interview with Jordan Grace. We also have, some interviews with Anna Jay, Gail Kim, Deanna, Tasha, even Faye Jackson. We have an interview with her. So check that out for those that watch Creep Squad. And then, of course, Sunday we'll be back with Turnbuckle Glam in full effect. No technical issues. Okay? No technical issues. We'll be back 5 p.m. Central. Oh my God. Hey, thinks we troll. She's one of the biggest trolls in America.
Oh God.
She's
I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, y'all do too much. You don't have to do this. Y'all have to do that. I want to hear none of that. When we ask to start doing more, don't say nothing. Because what you do, putting us on other stuff.
Wait till August.
Like the Bella twins.
Wait till August. We're probably going to start the Total Bellas after Ms. and Mrs. wraps up. Probably be a good time to start.
Yeah. We can start that. I can't wait. Because I actually did watch their season though, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I've watched all of Total Divas, but the people
they requested Nikki.
They did.
Okay? In fine print, it said, "Will Nikki Bougie?"
Yep, it does.
Doing a live watching of Total Bellas.
It does.
It had nothing to do with Dreon Santana at Santana Muse at Dreon. None of that there. My name was not tagged by no means necessary.
Who is Hassan Ali?
However, I'm always managing to get inserted, so here we are.
Listen, y'all know how we do.
TK looks at us as a package deal. Whatever you do, I do.
But it's not the other way around.
It's really not the other way around.
Really not.
I'm gonna start including you.
Information.
I'm gonna start including you now.
No.
I'm sorry.
Go over the show with Stephanie on Fridays.
I'm gonna start dragging you and stuff now.
Well, we gonna change it to 11:30.
I don't care.
That's fine with me, because y'all know.
Because it's 11:30 and the club is jumping, okay?
TK knew if I'm getting stamped for anything, 11:30. 11:30. Look, 11:30. Luckily, Al don't have to worry about that Wednesday because she's
9:30 for her.
But yeah, with that being said, we also have some articles. Our next big month will be Spanish Heritage Month. Did I say that right?
Hispanic Heritage Month.
Hispanic. Sorry, there's a big difference.
Okay, there's a huge difference.
Probably it's crazy. We're not. First of all, if we do watch-alongs, it's gonna be on a Sunday.
It's gonna have to be on a Sunday.
It's gonna be on a Sunday. It
has to be on a Sunday. Because that's the only other day that
literally
will be available.
Yeah,
I feel like with that kind of show, if you want to be a watch along, it has to be on a Sunday.
Yeah, and we'll probably do like 2 episodes at a time. So that's like an hour and 30 minutes per the show, and then we'll give a recap. So it's gonna be like a 2-hour show, probably 12 p.m. on Sundays while people are in church.
Right.
Okay. They can watch it in church.
Because we can't do it on Saturdays.
Yeah, absolutely not. That's not happening.
Sundays is reserved for reality TV shows anyway.
If
we're being honest.
Thank you, Kenneth, for all the love.
You like Love and Hip Hop and Black Ink Crew. Now you and basketball. Now you on Mondays. So
okay.
Sometimes
definitely do it on Sundays, child. Before Turnbuckle Glam.
You should join us.
Yeah, TK.
Bring your wine, I won't be drinking any, but bring your wine. I'll put my juice in my wine glass.
Yeah, today marks 1 month for me. So happy.
Oh, okay. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Shout out to you. Okay. Shout out to you. I mean, how can we not?
Sobriety is a motherfucker. Okay.
It's I mean, how can you not love it? I mean,
straight edge team is crazy. I might shave my head like Serena did that.
Straight edge society, yo. Come join the clan. I promise you, it's the best thing you ever enjoy in your entire life. I mean, if you don't want to do it, then I tell you what, you gotta get with the program. You really do. I mean, I think it's great. I think it's awesome. You get to have a lot of fun. You're more focused. And I mean, for your celebration, Nikki, just for you. It's been a minute. I thoroughly enjoy utilizing the video. So now I'm gonna delete it because I don't need y'all using it.
Boom. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. We are live here exclusively on Twitch. So all content will be posted to YouTube within 24 to 48 hours. However, this is where you want to be. Also, we have merch.
We do have merch.
Hello. And we have someone, shout out to Blue Magic, doing the thing.
That sounds like that's a strip club called Blue Magic.
Blue Flame, but I think Blue Magic.
No, there is one called Blue Magic. It's in DC.
I don't want to butcher the name right quick, but I'm gonna try to find it real quick because
don't know. It's a guy who did a video there.
For Your Wear. That's what it's called. For Your Wear. Big shout out to For Your Wear. For featuring us and doing the shirts and everything. We do have merch. The easiest way for me to tell you how to find it is when you go to www.talkpod.com. If you click the 3 lines and hit merge, it pops right up. So it's not hard to
right, a guy who did a video. Yeah. I mean, it is a guy who did a video. Listen, if you want to see the video, I promise you it's a banger. Booty rocking everywhere. Okay.
Wait,
no, there's a guy. I'm just implying that there is a lot of people. Oh no, where is that man? I don't know.
No, but some do I do grappling, and that's so. Some of my favorite wrestlers. I've been getting some weird ass messages lately, and it's hilarious. But with that being said, you guys, we do have some articles that will be posted weekly as well, so make sure you check that out. And yeah, I mean,
we have everything planned. I mean, we're getting ready for we only got 2 weeks left before we ride out to GCW and make our debut.
Jesus.
I mean, before you know it, you're gonna see us walking, doing our entrance at GCW. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, wait. I really I hope that my phone is charged. Like, I want to make sure that my phone is utterly charged because I want to go live. Like, I know we tried it for Slammiversary, but it was so much going on with the trying to figure out where the hell our seats were and stuff. It's so crazy.
I hope we don't have that issue with GCW. I mean, I know where we, what row we on, but more so exactly where we're gonna be sitting at.
I don't honestly I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we're gonna have any issues, and the reason is because they're so you only see security stand in when the wrestlers get to I saw Sock Monkey Mike. He was beating on the ring when when they were coming out. So I think they're gonna be a little more lenient, if that makes sense, because of the the whole policy. But what I hope is, since this is GCW versus the people, I need a death match.
There has to be one, and maybe we're going with Blake Christian and John Moxley. I know Joey Janela supposed to be in the match, but she's the king of GCW, to be honest. Although John Moxley is holding the title.
Yeah.
But
lit his foot on fire.
He did. He's an idiot.
That show. Honestly, I actually pull up at Control Your Narrative. Big possibility on that. We don't.
So for October, so
yeah,
we won't actually know. I've been trying to find me a guy in the Louisiana area. Not because of how you look, because I just like you guys' voices. That's about it.
Not because of how you look is great. I know I'll be pulling up to Impact this Saturday. I'm trying to see if I'm going to go to the Dallas show or the Chicago show. I'm probably just going to stick to the Dallas show.
I'm trying to go to the Chicago show, but
yeah. And then there's District Wrestling. Shout out to them. That's October 14th. And then I'm also going to Bay Day. Chris Bay is holding something for PW Revolver that will feature the Rascals. That's August 21st. And yeah, so it's in Dayton, Ohio, I think. It's not far. It's 6 hours, I think.
Yeah, I can imagine how far that is from me, 11.
Yeah, if it's
I know how it is, because I know that, somewhere down the line, I think I was told that and forcefully said that I was going to be going to WrestleCade. That was no ask. I was you're going, not a, are you going, but a you, in all capital letters, you are going. So how I get there is on the person that said you are going.
Send TK, if you're listening, better load them vouchers up. We are planning that out. So we do have the end of the month is going to be crazy though. We are actually going to Ric Flair's last match as well too.
Not for Ric Flair.
Not for Ric Flair. No, we're actually going to see Deanna Jordan and Rachel Ellering because why not? Why not? I mean,
right now, that only
Santana wants to travel and take pictures everywhere anyway. So we're undecided about the New Japan show. We're kind of waiting on the whole Jay White announcement. And things are looking a little weird for StarCast because, of course, the WWE Raw Women's Champion is going to be at the Cricket Pavilion. I'm saying Cricket Pavilion to confuse people, so you don't show up and mess up our opportunity.
She's going to be in like 2 places, though, to be honest.
Yeah, she will. She'll be at the stadium, too. Y'all can go to the stadium. Okay? I'm not telling you where she's going to be at the Cricket Pavilion. Because when you look up, oh, shit. When you look up Cricket Pavilion, it's going to send you to Chattanooga. So, there we go. With that being said, you guys, finally, I can say it, Lord.
Today is a new day.
You have been rocking with the best, the dominating tag team, a true cohesive here at WWE Talk. I don't know.
No, you've been off your game, man.
I have no food.
Back, like everything's going crazy.
Oh my god, getting attacked with this concussion is crazy.
But
listen, we are here. We're gonna be doing a show, August the 7th as well. With podcast?
But technically,
off the top rope podcast, they want to feature the Salt Shakkas.
Well, it's actually the CNC Connect.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be joining another tag team during that time. So I'm excited. But until then, of course, you can only catch us here exclusively on Women's Wrestling Talk. And y'all already know we are the #1 women's wrestling show
on the planet.
Period. And like you know.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.